Club. As I previously said, that we'll take a brief overview of my just published book. We'll be going through chapter 1. I'll be going through just 30% of chapter 1 because this is like a marketing strategy so that you actually understand who is I, and why she is the way she is, because most times we tend to be so judgmental about I, and I decided that I need to put things together and people need to know who is I. And for the chapter 1, I was born on the I was born in August, and in the 90s. I was born in August in the 90s, and she was born in Freetown, Sierra Leone. And not only that, I was born at one of the government hospitals in Sierra Leone, one of the renowned government hospitals in Sierra Leone. Is it the PCMH hospital? That's where I was born. And I was born with the sac, the womb sac. They normally call it's a normal bath my mom had. They normally call it the ankle. So the ankle is when a child is born, and he or she comes out fully in the sack, like the child is floating inside the sack. Like those that are medical practitioner, they already understand what that means. It simply means, hey, say hi to my cat. Yes, boo boo, what's up? So it simply means that I was born and I was still in the womb, floating in the womb, and I was born. So this is actually a very rare condition that happens. It's not something that is normal, because most time when they born a child, the water, most times you will hear a pregnant woman say, oh, my water has broken. In our local dialect, me water don't broke. For my own case, that didn't happen to my mom, So I was born with all the water, the womb sac and everything, which is a very rare condition. And most times, medical practitioners, they are very anxious and eager to see things like that. That's a miraculous childbirth. So that's how I was born. I was born very special. From the very day I was born special. So normally in the medical terms, they call it the ankle. And then we have this normal traditional thing. If you do your research, most time this type of kids, they are great people. They are like prominent people. They are great people. They are great leaders and all those kind of stuff. They have spiritual gifts and all. So I was born this way. Among all my mom kids, I was the only one that was born that way. And since from birth, my parents, especially my grandmother, she knew that I was like different. I'm strong-headed. They normally say it gets strong head, like a child who is not cannot easily be I don't know how to say it, but like a great person. I'm a great person, like, yeah. So since that, so they knew about it. So they say, this is not gifted. This is a gifted person. This is normally people say in a dialect, when I look out for them kind of picking their way they go far in life now, prominent person in So that's how I was born, actually. So they told me about it, and they were praying about it, because it's not something that is normal. And I was the only one among my siblings who was born that way, So I'm different. Since childbirth, I was different. So I was gifted since I was a child. I was gifted with dreams, and I was outspoken, I was eloquent and everything, and I'm always speaking up, I'm always speaking up, I'm always making myself, I was always speaking up, Sorry about where I'm talking. So hopefully we'll definitely have something much more better than here, and like I'll be discussing with you guys. So that's how it's born. So I was gifted with dreams. There are so many instances. I even included it in the book where I do normally dream, and I will tell my parents, I will tell the individual, and then we'll pray about it and all those kind of stuff. Or we'll go to the mosques, I was always like, I will call, when I dream, I will tell my mom, Mama, I don't dream, now this and this, I don't dream. I'll tell my mom, like, I've dreamed about this, what can we do about it? And she'll say, okay, waiting, not tell person, make we pray about it, because most times it will say, like, may somebody not tamper with the dream or something like that, those kind of stuff. So that's how I was born. That was how I was born. So I was born, since I was born different. I'm different, So I'm a very special person. I'm a very intelligent person. And I was born in one of these government hospitals in Sierra Leone. And I was born in August in the 90s. And I was born ankle. Normally, in medical term, they call it ankle. In the traditional, cultural way, it's a gifted child. But most of the kids that are born, they like, it's just few that Allah will actually use. They come special. Maybe that particular person is good in this. But I was born a leader. Because since child, I was always like, my aura. I have a very powerful aura. I command like authority. Since I was like, anywhere I am, anywhere I go, I can take charge of everywhere. So that was how, I was born. Since I was child, my siblings, they were always frowning at me because I'm always taking attention from them. They like, especially my elder sister, she likes the attention, the limelight and everything. So when I was born that way, like, she always sees me as a competition or something like that. I just pray hopefully she changed her mindset. When you're not born a certain way, when Allah doesn't gift you in a certain way, and you want to steal the spotlight from your sibling or something like that, it doesn't go down well. So that's why she's always saying negative things about me, blah blah blah. She knows since birth I was special, and that's why anytime she tries to do anything to little me to do something, it doesn't go down well. I don't want to say much about it, but yeah. So that was how I was born. I was born special. In chapter 1, spoke about how I was born, where I was born, the dreams I had since I was a child, and everything. So you have to look out for my book. And that's just 30% of the 100% of chapter 1. There are so many things in chapter 1. So that's just it. I was born special. I'm a special person, and I hope someday my sister acknowledged that I was born special, and she stopped demonizing me, because in her own mind, she sees me as a demon, as a witch or something, but I'm not a witch, I'm not a demon. Allah blesses people, and if you're not fortunate to be blessed that way, you don't demonize somebody else, I have a protection. Since I was born, they knew that something was special about this person, and I didn't take it lightly. When I knew about it, I was very focused in prayers and everything. I'm not a perfect person, but I didn't take it lightly. I know I was born special, so I actually tried to to utilize it in Allah's way. I didn't misuse my gifts, my spiritual gifts. So look out for my book, and that's just the chapter 1.